everyone, and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at the Transformers Legacy. I think this is Evolution? Yeah, Tarn. Bludgeon. Legacy Evolution Bludgeon. Basically just a very nice repaint / remold of Tarn. And I very much like this figure, actually. I originally was not going to get him because whoop-de-doo, Spooky Skeleton Man. Then I was working one day at GameStop and I saw him and I actually got like a good look at him and I was like, fine, I'll get him. Because like I had the Tarn mold. I was fine with just having Tarn, and then I just saw like it was, for some reason, it's the head that sold me. Like this head. Not his chest, though that is a nice chest. His head is what sold me, because that is just a beautiful head sculpt there. Like, I very much love this head sculpt. It looks like he's constantly screaming in, like, anger or pain or something. Like, for those of you who have read the IDW comics, like, the grafting process on his pretender shell just did not... Well, actually, it didn't leave him scarred. Sorry, it did leave him scarred. That was not a fun time for Bludgeon, no? But, I love that. The skull face, like, that is so cool. And the way that they decked this face out. You can still see some of the small wiring details just in the jaw section, and then they painted the open part like red, so it looks like he's glowing red from the inside. I love the horns too, the way that they kind of come in at a point. That just looks amazing. You have the gunmetal gray here for the vent crests, and then a nice light silver for the actual like liquid face of the skull. Oh, God, I'm gushing about this face, and it's so friggin' cool. And I am kind of disappointed, and this is going to be blasphemy. Yes, get your gasps out now. I am a little disappointed with the other Bludgeon that we're getting. I definitely want him still, because, I mean, I wouldn't mind a better chest piece. That's just not the Tarn in Spooky Scary Skeleton Orange. Because that looks good. I wish we could have gotten that Tarn in these colors. I think that would look so friggin' cool. And oh, dear God, he fell over. And he dropped his backpack. Plug that back in. There we go, you silly Tarn. Bludgeon. But as you can see, he also comes with a very nice sword. And I dig this sword. This is a very, very nice sword. They did it, it's just done in the red plastic and then painted silver. But even still, that looks amazing. The little intricate detail that they have running through. If I was like actually good at like painting and I had an airbrush, you'd definitely bet that this would either be red to match him or like a dark purple to match like Dark Energon. I think that would look like freaking badass. But yeah, this is a very nice sword, and it has a little plug so you can actually plug it in on the forearm if you want. Give him a Megatron arm blade. You can go this way too. Kind of give him a reverse grip kind of sort of thing. You can have it hanging off of his shoulder. Who wants to look like a weird anime character who just, for some odd reason, thinks the best place to put it is on their shoulder. Actually makes him look like a Gundam. What was it? It was Dynamis. Kind of looks like Gundam Dynamis from 00. Get a second sword on the other side, and yeah, it would kind of work. But you also are mainly supposed to put it on Zebek. Like so. And if you take off the big backpack, put the sword in, the amount of like, the articulation range of this figure is amazing. So he can actually put his entire arm and actually look like he's actually reaching it. And that's really freaking cool. Now, it does end up looking like he's breaking his arm to do it. So what I do is I will rotate it over to the side. Bring this down just because that makes life a little easier. Do this here. You just kind of play with it a bit, see what works. And yeah, you get a little bit more of a natural kind of, I'm pulling the sword out kind of pose. And then obviously, well, there goes the sword. Actually, one thing I would like to mention about this sword that I find unfortunate is that it does not come with these 3 little pegs here. Now, I know Legacy is getting rid of the whole blast effect thing, but I miss being able to attach, like, especially this wind slashing effect onto swords, because, like, that looks really friggin' cool. Like, he looks like he's slashing down really quickly, and you get that the windswept look. And I really like that. I just wish that you could do it for this sword, because I think that would look really cool, just at the tip there. Now, again, you'd have to get rid of the nice molding, and it would cost a little bit extra. Fair enough. I understand why they do it. It's just, I really think that it would have elevated the sword itself to integrate a little bit more with the old play pattern that they had. And you have the very nice double fusion cannon that comes with Tarn, just in spooky, scary skeleton orange. I'm amazed I can get it that quickly. Like, I haven't had to rehearse that at all. You also get, it's, again, done in translucent orange, which is actually really cool. They changed up the coloring. But again, something that's setting off my it's not symmetrical. I feel like I'm Kid Death. Just because it doesn't look symmetrical, it's throwing my brain off, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I understand it. Like, and I get there are people who love asymmetry. More power to you, but for me, this is... it's frustrating, and it's annoying, and I hate it. But you can... For me, I keep it on the back. It differentiates Bludgeon from Tarn a little bit more. Especially because Bludgeon himself does not seem like the kind of guy who really likes using guns. He definitely seems more along the lines of, I'm going to hit you with my sword before I'm going to shoot you with my guns kind of guy, you know? Also, another fun thing, and this is how I actually have him displayed. Again, because of the wonderful amount of articulation that this figure has, you can actually get him doing the kind of Knight Sentinel sword in the middle pose. And I love that. I love that so much. It looks so nice. And again, like I said, this is how I mainly have him displayed, just because this looks really good. It looks natural. He looks like a Guardian Sentinel. And it hides the Decepticon logo. So I can make it look like he's pre-war. Pre-war Bludgeon, definitely not going to turn into a Decepticon. Oops, I lied. But yeah. So for articulation, zoom in again. Raise that up a bit. Head, as I've shown, is on the ball joint, so it goes all the way around, except it doesn't because the chin doesn't like to cooperate. Also, I think his head's just a... Oh, yeah, no, it's his chin. He has the crimson chin that does not allow him to properly turn his head 360. Actually. Oh my god, Bludgeon has a cleft chin. Butt chin. So, going back to... Whoop! Moving out. You get, very awkward placement for the shoulder bits. I know that probably annoys some people. Actually, I know it annoys some people, but for me, it's alright. Oh, he fell. It's alright for me. Like, I honestly don't mind this. He looks fine, and obviously he can do a Suck at Magnus, with extra shoulders. So double suck it, Magnus. Haha. Don't think I've ever done a double suck it Magnus before. Nifty. You get full 360 here. You get a wonderful bicep rotate, yeah, I get, technically I guess is an elbow rotation, but you know, you get just over 90 degree of bend at the elbow, and mainly used for a transformation joint, but you can still swing the arm in and out. You can also move the forearm armor, which is a little interesting. You get a nice waist swivel. You get legs that go out that far. You can do some very wonderful high kicks. You get legs going back that far, so he can do some really good back kicks out that far, which is very nice. You get a wonderful over 90 degree of bend at the knee. Jeez Louise. And if you use the transformation joint, you can get a full kneeling pose, which is wonderful. Again, like, really kind of bringing into like the Japanese inspired samurai motif that Bludgeon is kind of known for. Because you can now get him to sit down, get the arms right, and look, he's ready to have a very nice conversation with Drift about tea. Or he's practicing with his sword. Or he's meditating. You can do a lot with this figure just to make him, like, whatever. Also, I feel like I may have been a little bit on the side of comedy there with the Japanese jokes. Possible, I'm sorry, if needed. If not, yay jokes. Anyways, yeah. So he looks good. And then the little footsie wootsies, his little toesy woesies, can't do much. You get about that far of an ankle pivot, and then you get flat foot for transformation mode. Transformation mode for tank mode. Yeah, that's about it. Something I did kind of, like, oh wait, no, they didn't even do it. So right here, you have little cannons that are actually molded into the feet. They do the same thing with Tarn, but again, like Tarn, they don't paint them, which stinks, because I feel like just that little extra bit of paint would help make these guys pop so much. We'll give him back his sword, and we'll move you off to the side, and I just realized we're cutting off his head there. We are not binging with Babish. We are Spaceace Review, so there we go. So, here we have him next to his inspiration, I guess, the body donor. Here we have him next to Tarn. And yeah, like, you can obviously see where they have, like, where they're coming from. But, like, they are way too similar. Like, the chest piece is way too similar for Bludgeon's, like, alt mode to be, or for his robot mode and his alt mode to be his own. That's why I actually kind of like the new one that's coming out. I like the fact that they're changing the chest, and while it makes the tank look incredibly blocky, it works for Bludgeon just because, like, you don't normally see him in his tank mode. And, you know, Tarn just looks badass. Yeah, so there we have him next to his body donor. And here we have him next to Skullatron. That's not... I forget this guy's name. I'm pretty sure it's Skullatron, but I can't be 100% on that. I feel like this guy is Skullatron. Yeah, so just another Decepticon sword wielder, man. Yay. Yay. There's that. So, let's get down to the transformation, shall we? So, we shall take away the sword. Take away the big cannons. Like so. And first thing you're going to want to do is pop open the chest piece. Pop open the back section here and just bring that down. Open up the arms like so. Jeez, that was tight. And then we fold back the head. Now, sometimes... There we go. I like to push the head in backwards to see. There we go. Just to make life a little easier. Rotate the arms all the way around, and the chest piece likes to pop off on mine. I don't know if that's the same with everybody else's, but I leave it popped off and then I put it back in. You can cry parts for me if you want. I don't care. I honestly am fine with a bit of parts forming. Like the Bumblebee mold, I'm actually fine with that. I know some people don't like it, and that is 100% your opinion. You don't have to like it, but I am fine with it. Again, you just want to take the legs together, and you want to, first you want to break the knees again. Break the knees, and then push them back, like so. Click them together, like so. Bring back the back section here, like that. Close everything up like that. Then you want to finally come to the arm. Actually, sorry, Jeez Louise, it's been a while. First, you want to take the arms, rotate them sideways like this. There's a port right here. Port, and then a socket. So you want to move the arm at this hinge first. Bring it in. And then you want to use, there's a hinge right here. You use as well. Just kind of tab that in nice and snug. And then you bring the forearm piece. Just bring that up. And then this tab here will fit into this slot right here. You do the same on the other side. So rotate and rotate like so. Bring it in, bring it in. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. There we go, there we go. Satellite radio. Come on, you. And there we go. And then you just click everything down together, like so. And then you want to open up the treads. Very nice. And then rotate everything around. And they will just kind of thunk themselves into place. Like so and like so. Click that in. And here you have the very flat tank. Now, finally, you take the cannon and you keep it in this orientation, and then you use these tabs to go into these ports right here. Tab them in like so, and there we go. Now, this brings up a question for the sword. You can tab it into the side of the tank if you so wish. I honestly choose to leave it off just because I like the clean aesthetic on my vehicle modes. And oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. So there we have him in vehicle mode. All right. So I did actually end up having to moving the head back, unfortunately, just because it messes up with the orientation and everything. And would you stop breaking off, damn you? Stay. But yes, and it is definitely a tank mode. Yes. Now, I know a lot of people have said, and I'm pretty sure I said it in my review of Tarn himself. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed that the hands are just kind of hanging out there, making them look like Legends wheelie. Scout wheelie. The teeny tiny wheelie that we got for Studio Series. Core wheelie, that was it. That was the name. Anyways, this is a very nice tank mode. Like, it is 100% just Tarn and Halloween colors, but you know what? It works. It looks good. It doesn't have any wheels, so it can't roll, which sucks. But again, pricing and all that. However, because the tank barrels are blast compatible, get 2 of these, and they look pretty damn powerful. Ooh, they look nice. I like it. You can also put them on the turrets to give them some added firepower, so it looks like he is mowing shit down, which looks bloody amazing, if I do say so myself. Yes, yes. You can also play with them, make them go like all the way around, so he is annihilating that battlefield. Yeah, there's a lot of fun that you can actually have with this vehicle mode, and I'm gonna have fun. So, yeah, you can also, like I showed, rotate the turret. You can move the cannons up a bit, so you do get a little bit of really nice kind of tank movement. It's just you can't really do that when they are facing forward. About as much that you're going to get is about that high. So we ain't exactly targeting any Seekers, so you're safe now, Starscream. And yeah, there's that. Yay. So, here we have him next to his buddy Tarn. And again, I am looking forward to seeing this chess piece being different, just so it sets out the vehicle just a little bit more. Just a wee bit, just to make it not look completely the same, like they were just two guys who went onto the same, assembly line or whatever. No, actually. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Can you actually? I wonder. Bollocks. Nope. Wait. Can you? I wonder. Oh my god. You can make a wall out of them. You can flat out make a wall of these vehicles just by doing this. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's perfect. You can connect the two tanks. Oh my god, you can make a super tank. Third one coming in. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be evil. Oh, that would be terrifying and evil to see on the battlefield. That sounds like something 40k would do. You just stitch a bunch of tanks together for an impenetrable wall. Yeah, so there's that. And here we have him next to Skullgrin. I was right with the one bit. I was right with the skull part. I forgot the grin bit. But yeah, so there is that with a tiny tank. And yeah, feh. Now, there is actually one more mode that you can do with him if you have a couple of added pieces. Those pieces being the helicopter blades of either of the Springer molds. And you can make a helicopter mode out of this guy. So you want to first take off the cannon bits. And then you want to take off the actual housing. Remove the legs. Unbuckle the arms. And then you want to tab this. Actually, you want to keep the arms like so. Move them down a bit. There we go. Then you want to just kind of angle everything out. Bring that in so it has a nice stopping gap. So it should look something like this on both sides. Do the same here on the other. Bring that up. Click this in. Gonna bring this down so it looks more like a landing gear kind of sort of thingamahooshits, and then rotate this sideways like so. Then you want to bring in the block section here, attach the helicopter blades, and then you want to take either one of the cannon bits and just kind of wedge it in at the back to make a little tail fin. And then you can kind of do whatever you want with the other cannon bit. You can kind of stick it on the back here somehow. If you're one for asymmetry, you can stick it on the one side like that. And then you can bring in the sword and stick that in on the other side. Like, oop, come on you. Like so. And here you have Bludgeon in a fan-moded helicopter mode. Because we need more helicopters in Transformers, God darn it. And I don't have any. Which makes me sad. The only one I technically have is the Minicon Jolt, because I missed out on the greatest helicopter transformer in Spanistar. It makes me sad and angry and sad mainly. But yeah. So here you have the fan-moded kind of helicopter mode for Bludgeon/Tarn. And because I have a couple of third-party figures, what I also like to do is I also take the guns off a barricade. And I just kind of peg them in. I normally peg these guns onto the side. And then I take the little missiles here and I will peg them just on the shoulders here. Just so that he has a little bit more armament. But again, if you don't have, you know, third-party stuff, or if you're good with a 3D printer, print your own little missile pods and bada bing, bada boom. But yeah. We will very quickly go back to vehicle mode. And there we go. So that is it for the Legacy Evolution. Keep wanting to call him Tarn. Bludgeon. The Legacy Evolution Bludgeon. Honestly, this guy is really friggin' good. I highly recommend getting him if you are a big fan of either the mold or the character. Definitely recommend. Or you can wait to get the multi-pack one that comes with a jet, I think? No, it comes with a Doom buggy. But yeah, so again, that is it for Legacy Evolution Bludgeon. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys... Oh, wait a minute. Somehow I've messed up my own ending. Wow. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, or whenever you watch this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye, everyone.